Apex Legends mobile requirements have been leaked, Kingdom Hearts is coming to PC, and Red Dead Redemption is going to have a remaster. Hello and welcome everybody to Gamer Connect once again. My name is Given Madness and today you will be watching top gaming news of this very week. Mobile games are on a rise, and with 4G being mediocre, here comes another Battle Royale game that has been on PC for the last 2 years. Yes, that is right, Apex Legends is coming to mobile, and EA recently confirmed that the game is under development and they plan to do a soft release in 3 to 4 months, and then the full release or the full stable release will happen next year. Okay, now guess who is making this game? It is going to be very easy to guess. Yep, that's right, you guessed it right, it's Tencent. Tencent, the ones who made the other successful Battle Royale games such as Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG, the latter of which is banned in India. Reports add that Respawn Entertainment, the developers of Apex Legends, will still have a supervisory role, but the game will be developed by Tencent. Not only that, reports are even suggesting the requirements for Apex Legends Mobile. You can run this game in Android phones with a Snapdragon 625 chipset, and with iOS devices, you need an iPhone 8 or above. Now these are reports and not actual confirmation of the requirements, so you should take this with a grain of salt, which means that it might not be confirmed, so just not take it as seriously as you should be. Now I know a lot of this, and a lot of people, especially the PC gamers, will be angry with the fact that Apex Legends is coming on mobile and nobody gives any thought to the PC gamers. But to be honest, this will actually set or give more eyes to Apex Legends, which means more players will get to know about this game and will play this game, and it could even be possible that they will switch from mobile to PC for just having a better experience. Now switching from mobile to PC will take a long time for anyone to actually switch, but it is still a possibility at least to learn about the game and get to know about this incredible game that people have forgotten in a way, especially in India. What do you guys think of Apex Legends coming to mobile? Let me know in the comments below. And exciting news for PC players, Kingdom Hearts is finally coming to PC on March 30th and will be an Epic Store exclusive. Don't worry, somewhere in the future it will just release for free, don't worry about that. For those of you who don't know, Kingdom Hearts is an RPG game made by Square Enix and is a collaboration of Square Enix with Disney. So you see a lot of Disney characters, for example Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck and many more. Like, it's literally all the beloved characters from Disney, and you can use them and you can fight using those characters, and it just is a full-blown RPG. It is absolutely amazing, and even the story is even crazier. If you have not seen the gameplay of it at any point in time, definitely go to YouTube, search for Kingdom Hearts, and I'm telling you, you will love that game. And I wanted to play this game and I was about to buy it on PlayStation 4, but guess what? I'm not gonna buy it, I'm gonna wait till it releases on Epic Store, because all the games of Kingdom Hearts are coming to PC. The list includes Kingdom Hearts 3 plus RE Mind DLC for $60, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 for $60, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory for $60, and Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 Remix for $50. I know it's a little bit too expensive for a game which first came out back in 2002, but these are all sort of remakes or remasters of those games. But still, having that price, I know it's a little bit too much, but there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Now the numberings are very weird. For example, there is a 1.5 and a 2.5. There's also a 2.8. But basically those are a bunch of games packed into one, and that's why it's 1.5 and 2.5 and stuff like that. Actually, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the latest release for the main storyline of the game, because before that, there was Kingdom Hearts 2 that came out in 2005. And between those years, they made a lot of spin-offs, a lot of remakes, a lot of remasters in a way. And because of that, all of these different versions are now packed into one version or different versions, and that is what you see as numberings. One of the spin-offs is Melody of Memory, which is a rhythm game that came out last year in November. The HD 1.5 plus 2.5 is actually a bunch of games, and same goes for HD 2.8. Now the most recent biggest storyline release of Kingdom Hearts is Kingdom Hearts 3, and that game requires a little bit too much. It is a little bit demanding because it needs a Ryzen 3 3100 or an i5 7500, and you need a GTX 1070 GPU. Even though you cannot play maybe Kingdom Hearts 3, but you can play the first Kingdom Hearts, the other spin-offs and many other games that will come out on Epic Store. Although I do know that it is a little bit of expensive, but if you take a look, these are packages of games because one package has a lot of games, so I think it kind of makes it up. I'm so looking forward to Kingdom Hearts to release on PC. If there's a possibility, when Epic Store release them for free, I will probably play that game then.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Bohemia Interactive, the company who made the Arma games. Tencent has acquired yet another company, that is Bohemia Interactive. My god, Tencent, you're on fire! Actually, the real story is that Tencent has got a minority stake in Bohemia Interactive. But the thing is, Tencent was already working with Bohemia Interactive for a few years. Now they have just expanded their relationship and given them a minority stake. That is the official statement coming from Bohemia themselves. Bohemia announced that with this relationship, it won't affect its ability to work independently, nor it will change any seats on the studio's management. According to Bohemia's statement, they said that they are excited to work on current and future games with the support of a strong partner that has known us for many years and understands our unique approach towards game. Tencent is actually going ham on these companies. They are getting small stakes even though they are small, but it is still a win-win situation for Tencent. Last year they invested in 31 companies, the majority of which were Chinese companies, but still 31 companies they did invest in, and they are going even stronger this year. Tencent indeed is one of the biggest gaming companies in the world right now. If not in China, it is in the world, one of the biggest. With the big success of Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, they're definitely working on Spider-Man 2. Now there has been some possible leaks on what the game will have, according to a thread in 4chan. 4chan is a gaming forum from where this leak came out, where it was mentioned that there are two player characters. One is codenamed Night Spider, which apparently is probably Miles Morales, and the other is Purple Bat or Shin Vigilante. They're also planning to have a different enemy, hit reaction animations, and more. This Purple Bat is a new character which apparently uses lethal methods and a gun. He's going to be a playable character in certain sequences. Side quest dialogues are redesigned to allow Peter and Miles to do the same mission. So basically, if there are two side missions and Peter does one while Miles does the other, then both of these guys will have an explanation to do on why they're there, and they might have different cutscenes. It is very much possible that Miles is picking off an activity that Peter left off, and Miles will have an explanation to do like, hey, Peter sent me here to check on you. And things like that will be interesting and probably is going to be added in the next Spider-Man game. At the very moment, motion capture and voiceovers have not yet started because of COVID. Again, these are very early times, the game is still in development. Apparently the thing started out last year, but it still is in development. So it will take time to get these things developed, because usually when all things are being developed, storylines and features usually change. So we cannot say it is absolutely 100% confirmed that this is going to be in the end version of the game. What would be even cooler if they brought Venom as the villain, because I just want Venom to see and be a villain. I've never seen him being a villain ever since Spider-Man 3 movie, so I want him to be a villain in a video game. Especially with Marvel Spider-Man, now they have taken this Marvel Spider-Man in an amazing direction. I want Venom to be the villain, although I'm pretty much sure that that's not gonna happen. Well, my favorite superhero is Spider-Man, and that's why I have this action figure of Spider-Man. It's really tall, it's really cool. But I really want Insomniac Games to develop a really cool Spider-Man 2, and I believe that they will be able to, because they have made some really amazing, incredible 2 Spider-Man games that I really love. Another big leak came from 4chan, and this one is for God of War, although this leak has more of a story leak into it. Now, the most important thing to consider is that this is a leak, which could be true or false, and a lot of people are saying that it's false. It has a high possibility of being false, but it still is a leak, which a lot of people still believe that it could be very much possible. As God of War ended, we saw Thor coming to Kratos' place, and that's apparently how the game will start. We will get to see Atreus use more of his Loki powers. More new bosses will be added, including Thor's daughter, Thrud, Brynhilde, who is a Valkyrie loyal to Odin, Hoder, son of Odin, that was blinded in Aesir Vanir War. There are more such bosses such as Dwarf King, Odin's Wolf, and more. He will also travel realms just like in the first game to Midgard, Svartalfheim, Muspelheim, and Jotunheim. Apparently Odin will also be involved in this game, along with more of Thor. There's more into the story, but I don't want to spoil it because it might well go to the spoiler territory. Just in case if this all became true, then it is going to be absolutely insane, because inclusion of Thor is one thing, but inclusion of Odin, that it's going to a next level. Again, similar to Spiderman 2, things are very early at this point. Santa Monica Studios is definitely working on this game since last year, I believe, and it will definitely take time, and things again change as you develop the game. It happens with every game, including Last of Us Part 2, which a lot of people hated, but it happened with every single game. So I hope that this game comes on PlayStation 4, but I believe when God of War Ragnarok comes by, PlayStation 5 will be more in stock and probably less in price. But if not, I probably will have to skip the game. Welcome to yet another leak. This one is for Red Dead Redemption, the first one, and it's Remaster, which apparently is coming next year. This comes from a thread where some anonymous has posted details about the remaster, stating that it will release in spring of 2022 with the same map of Red Dead Redemption plus Mexico. The dialogues will be same, but there will be a few new ones which will mention Arthur. Gunplay and combat will be done using Red Dead Redemption's 2 mechanic, updated graphics, 4K textures, the usual things, ray traced reflection and shadows with 30 FPS fidelity mode and 60 FPS performance mode, and it will include all the DLCs. According to the thread, it will come out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and also PC. Now of course these are somewhat concrete information given, but again nothing has been mentioned over there where all of this information came from, who is the source of this information, none of that is mentioned. Also, another fact to be mentioned is that Rockstar has never remastered or remade any game. Whether it's GTA or Red Dead Redemption, Rockstar has never stepped foot into remakes or remasters. So it is very hard to even, understand whether Red Dead Redemption will get a remaster or not. Now I do know why people might want to play Red Dead Redemption, because they have played Red Dead Redemption 2 in PC and they want to see what the previous game was and why that game was super hyped. So it could be possible, but again the possibility seems very slim. So we probably will have to wait and see if all of this or any of this is true or not. So what do you think? Do you think that there should be a Red Dead Redemption remake? Do you want to play that remake? Let me know in the comments below. Well, that is all I had to talk about in this episode of Top Gaming News. Hope you guys had a good time. If you did, leave a like, help us out a lot, and comment down below what you think about any of the news we just discussed. And do not forget to subscribe to Gamer Connect for more awesome gaming news video just like this every single week that you don't want to miss. My name is Gin Manis, and I'll check you guys out next week. Until then, stay awesome, stay safe, and always be kind to each other.